Yo, I already know what you watch. You watch a cat on TV. I'm finna speak to with the people, man. A lot of our people lost in the dark. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we should let them stay lost in the dark. Only help the people that's meant to be helped. And what I mean by that is, excuse me, I had to roll up me a blunt before I talk about that. You gotta help the people that's worthy to be helped because those are the people that's really gonna be by your side through thick and thin. The people that can relate to hard times as real when things hit the fan, society collapse, things go wrong. You look for those people to be by your side. All these other people that ain't meant to be in your life, they were just around temporary so you can learn something out of the situation that you was in by dealing with them. And I hear a lot of people making YouTube videos with saying men going their own way, MGTOW and all this other stuff. Let me say this. Men been going their own way before the MGTOW came out. Y'all late. MGTOW late on men going their own way. Men been going their own way doing them because they seen the situation. They seen it was a shitty deal in the relationships. But you still got in the black community, guys being simps and suckers and, because of low self-esteem. You find yourself dealing with people that ain't even worthy of your time just because you have low self-esteem and you're lonely and you don't have nobody. And it sucks when you don't have that many options, when you're not a so-called high value guy with money and you got success. And those guys don't have anything to worry about. They can play the field and play all the women that they want to play. And I understand why they play the game because it's a flip side to it. I mean, they ain't got everything all peaches and cream and shit on their end. They gotta hold on to their values and their materialistic things so they can keep up that status, so they can keep these women wanting them. But see, what I like about the whole situation is the situation that backfired on most men because these so-called high value guys that talk about men going their own way and big time shit, those same guys that was, you know, kicking other men while they was down, talking about, oh, don't talk to him because he broke. See, these was the same guys that was putting things in these women's mind and telling them not to talk to a certain guy. And now the shit backfiring on them. So I'm not with the movement of MGTOW or any movement of other men, because most of these men is some suckers. And they some simps. And God like ugly, you know what I'm saying? Y'all spent y'all time telling men that, oh, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be this, you gotta be that to have this type of woman. But none of that work. You're gonna find yourself being used and abused. Because you're gonna have something missing that she ain't gonna want in you. And she gonna look elsewhere in another guy. Your penis might be too small, or you might not be good in the bed, or you might be good in the bed and might not have a whole lot of money. It's something with these women. It's always something. Always something that's gonna cause them to do some backstab and shit. And you end up looking stupid. So ha to all the guys out there that thought that they could control women with their finance. And now they mad and bitter and burnt out because these women making their own money. When you thought that you could control them with your money. That's all it was. Men got upset because women started being independent. Because money can't buy love. And then you want to say, let's go back to the traditional values. That was a lot of traditional values of America was bullshit because the finance of men want to use women as sex slaves and keep them under their wings and control them is with the finance. And then women finally, realize that and they start joining the feminist movement and they want to gain some power. So the feminist movement and, with people walking out and leaving people high and dry, relationships and finance and all that other stuff, people are just selfish and greedy. You know, most people worry about their own personal pleasure. They ain't loyal. No matter if she ugly, fat, skinny, whatever, even ugly, unattractive females, acting funny, acting like they the supermodel and like they Queen Elizabeth and everything else, like you just a peasant. That's because the attention that they get. But you got the ugly females that gonna compete with the pretty girls. You know what I'm saying? The fat, ugly girls are the females that's fat and they ain't all that attractive. They gonna try to as fuck as much as guys as they can and freak them out and do whatever that they ask. That's because they know they gotta compete against the pretty girls. So they try to make up with the freaky ass ways by doing anything and everything and taking any size. Big girls, they just wild and crazy with it. Because they feel like they got something to prove. You know what I'm saying? So they'll take any size. They'll do anything freaky, just for attention because of low self-esteem. And you go away for skinny girls, ugly girls, like any female that's unattractive, that's not, in the category of a so-called bad bitch or what guys always say. So I don't look at it as no female is bad. Majority of female all along got bad attitudes, and the sex is bad. You know what I'm saying? You're not dominating her in the bedroom because she already been dominated before by guys that's shit hanging close to their fucking knees. They ripping that bitch apart, and then you think you doing something by hopping up and down on her. And the funny part about it is, I had a bitch that I had a situation with, and this bitch going to talk about, oh, you gotta have confidence. I said, I can't. I said, sorry, babe, I can't fuck you the same way that other nigga will fuck you. I'm gonna just be real with it. It'll just be a waste of fucking time. Your pussy stretched out and bust all up. And then the bitch will turn around and make it seem like your sex is bad. That's what they'll do. Just because they chose to sleep with different guys. You know what I'm saying? Well, if they were staying with you, then you would never have no complaints. She would never have no complaints unless she just tired of the same penis. And when they're young, they young, dumb, full of calm. So you can't trust no young female. You can't trust no older female. It doesn't matter about the age range of the female. It's all about who she is and how she was raised and how her mindset is. And that's all I gotta say about that, man. Nobody cares about, you know, how long a relationship won't last anymore because most people are playing for their own personal game. And that's all I gotta say about it. Hi to all the guys out there that's talking about MGTOWN and, want to talk shit about passport bros or whatever you doing to get back at women. All this shit that you've been doing for years have came back and bite you on the ass. And that's all I gotta say about that. Bye.